This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning from WKYT. Welcome in. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It is Thursday, the day before Friday, November 5th.
And now at 6 a.m., people across central Kentucky are showing support now for a Richmond police officer who was shot in the head.
Another threat found at a Kentucky school, but there's something a little bit different about this case out of Lincoln County.
And a Kentucky native has a very big night in Nashville at the CMAs.
Boy, we're sitting in the 60s this morning, well above average. We hit the afternoon in the 70s once again today. Really nice feeling day. But that doesn't last too much longer. Here comes a front tomorrow. We're going to talk about the timing of these storms coming up in a few short minutes.
And let's get right to the news. A somber mood this morning in Madison County, where a community is now rallying behind a Richmond police officer who was shot in the head.
Officer Daniel Ellis was shot in an apartment on Ballard Drive while investigating an attempted robbery. He is in critical condition at UK Hospital. Police did make 3 arrests, including the accused gunman. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live for us at the Richmond Police Department, where the officer's cruiser is parked out front.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. The 7-year Department Veterans Cruiser is lit up out here. It is a reminder that this city is constantly thinking about and praying for their officer, who is now fighting for his life at UK Hospital. Last night, hundreds gathered outside of the Richmond Police Station to rally around the department and 33-year-old officer Daniel Ellis. 3 people are now in jail charged in connection to his shooting: Greg Ratliff, Rita Creech, and 34-year-old Raleigh Sizemore, who investigators say is the man who pulled the trigger, shooting Officer Ellis in the head. It was a tough day for law enforcement as they learned one of their own was shot while working to protect his community. As they struggled to accept what happened in their town yesterday, the hundreds at last night's vigil showed not just support but strength, comforting one another with hugs and prayer, letting their neighbors who have sworn to protect and serve know that they are not alone.
For these officers, for our community in general, we're here and we're together, and this is one time that we're going to be community.
Now, Raleigh Sizemore was shot also by that officer who was investigating the robbery with Officer Ellis. He was released from the hospital yesterday evening and was brought straight to the Madison County Detention Center, where he is charged with attempted murder of a police officer. Live in Richmond, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Hillary. The attempted robbery Officer Ellis was investigating happened at a Gulf gas station in Richmond. Part of the crime was caught on surveillance video. A gas station manager says that a customer walked out to her car. A van pulled up to her. She says a man jumped out of that van and tried to rob the customer at gunpoint. Police say the customer fought back and the suspect left without getting anything. A vehicle description from the video led police to the home on Ballard Drive. You'll hear part of an exclusive interview with one of the suspects coming up on WKYT News at 6:30. Stay with us for continuing coverage of this story. You'll also find updates on WKYT.com.
It's now 6:03 on WKYT, and new this morning, police are investigating a break-in at a Lexington cell phone store. This happened about 1:30 this morning at the Boost Mobile store on East New Circle Road. Police say someone threw a concrete block right through the store's front window, then ran inside and stole several $100s worth of merchandise. Also new this hour, a highway in eastern Kentucky is closed this morning because of a rock slide. US 460 in the Millard community of Pike County is shut down right now. No one was hurt in the rock slide, but transportation officials say that road will likely be closed all day long. They hope to have at least one lane open up by tomorrow. We'll stay on top of that for you. Obviously an inconvenience there. Well, for the 18th time this school year, a threatening message has been found inside a Kentucky school.
Yeah, the latest threat found at Lincoln County Middle School, but it will be open today. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is at our live desk to explain why.
Yeah, this is becoming an all too familiar topic, threatening messages written on school property. The Kentucky Center for School Safety is working on a plan for any future messages found. Officials are bringing in a retired captain who plans to crack down on offenders and also train school officials to determine what is a credible threat. Now, Lincoln County Superintendent Karen Hatter takes the newest threat seriously, but is saying there will be school today. The threat with today's date on it is found yesterday in the early evening by Lincoln County Middle School Principal Debbie Sims. The statement found on the wall of the girls' bathroom stating, "Kill everybody 11/5/15." According to the school, the message was investigated by several officials. Hatter said, quote, "This certainly appears to be an example of copycat behavior since a similar incident occurred over the weekend." That incident happened at Crab Orchard Elementary School, resulting in officials canceling school on Monday. Hatter says she understands if parents are uncomfortable sending their kids to school today, but do know there will be local and state law enforcement present throughout the day at Lincoln County Middle School. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Well, friends are remembering a Garrard County teenager who died in a forklift accident. Investigators say 17-year-old Grant Oakley died Tuesday when he fell off and was run over by the forklift at Bluegrass Agricultural Distributors where he worked. Oakley was a member of the high school marching band. Friends say they plan to paint a parking spot in his memory.
He's just an all-around great guy, a guy that would always come to you on the road if you needed help, always had everybody laughing.
The Kentucky Labor Cabinet is now investigating what it calls a potential safety violation. It is illegal for someone under 18 to operate a forklift.
A Knox County teenager is accused this morning in a series of burglaries at schools. Police have charged 18-year-old Sean Messer with burglary and criminal mischief. Police say he stole money and tablet computers from Lincamp Elementary and high schools. Police say more arrests are possible in the case. Well, Luke Bryan has again won Entertainer of the Year at the Country Music Awards, but a Kentucky native owned the night, is part of the show there in Nashville last night. A big, big night for him.
The one who's not Justin Timberlake,
right?
That's him. Well, Chris Stapleton, a Johnson County native, brought down the house with performing with Timberlake during the CMAs. He won Male Vocalist of the Year, New Artist of the Year, and Album of the Year for Traveler. Stapleton has written songs for many top country singers. Miranda Lambert won Female Vocalist of the Year, her 6th consecutive win in the category. And Bill, I saw another clip from that show. They had all the school mascots out there with Brad Paisley, one of the hosts, of course, with Carrie Underwood, and that was kind of neat to see all those mascots. Yeah,
well, he's from West Virginia. Well, that's fun. You know, Chris Stapleton, there, and Timberlake was quite a contrast, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's
all right, we're going to check weather early this morning.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Interesting and pretty cool that was last night. And you know what's awesome and pretty interesting is this weather. I mean, we get into the afternoon. We'll be in the 70s again this afternoon, starting off in the 60s this morning, 63 degrees in Jackson. Guys, that already surpasses the afternoon highs that we typically have this time of year. Typically about 61, 62 degrees for our afternoon highs here on November 5th. And we're already seeing that this morning. So you might not even need a coat this morning. Looking around the roadways, no real fog issues either. Kids going out the door, heading off to school, I don't think they'll need a coat. It's up to you, though. As they're taking off, once they hit the afternoon, 75 degrees, it'll be a really nice ride home. Teachers, remember this. You are in November. You don't want to not take advantage of these days. Keep the kids outside as long as possible and let them have fun in this weather. You can do a little teaching outside. It looks like once we get in toward next week, it's much cooler. But nonetheless, we're back in the 70s, mid-70s once again, off into the evening. All is well. Heading out to eat later on this evening. Thursday, today it stays warm, okay? Then we hit tomorrow. This is the talker of the whole weather forecast. I mean, we're looking at showers and thunderstorms, and some of those storms could be on the strong side. We'll need to be watching those very closely. I would say the timing on this as of right now. Front moves through a little bit earlier than typically it does. We're looking at roughly noontime to about 7, 8 p.m. So then it moves on out, so hopefully it'll get out of the way for a lot of these ball games going on. Chilly air to follow there for the weekend. So there's rain, it pushes on through. You look for that seasonal chill. I mean, typically we're in the low 60s, but we'll be in the mid to upper 50s there for the weekend. It's going to be pretty chilly there on Saturday, off into Sunday. Check out these Facebook pics of the day. Gorgeous sunrise yesterday morning. Clark County Reservoir. That's a good one right there from Frank Mefford. Then we're looking down south. This is something that has been all too familiar for us the past few days. Those clouds laying around. Now, we haven't really had any rain out of them, but nonetheless, they've been sticking around, but really good shots right there. My Facebook picks of the day. Next few days, we just continue to drop those temperatures. Bill, we go from 75 today drop that about 20 degrees there for the weekend. There will be a chill in the air, but it looks like your best chance of rain is going to be Friday. And that Saturday morning rain, it's early. It should get out of here right around 6, 7, 8 a.m. So a lot of that will be gone before any of us wake up. Shouldn't affect our day.
You showed us those beautiful sunrises and sunsets.
Yeah.
We get to see both of them now that the time's changed.
Right. That helps out.
So there's a winner for you this week. 6:10 the time this morning. And every morning right here we bring you weather and traffic together. Here's Officer Don with a look at what's happening on the roads. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. First look at live flow this morning, and we can see nothing significant happening on the Circle, the Interstate, or Man of War. Also okay inbound Nicholasville Road and Harrisburg Road on the south side of town. Over the north side, Newtown Pike, North Broadway, things look to be pretty much normal. Drive times so far this morning, we're good to go. If you're headed to Lexington from Georgetown, Winchester, Paris, it looks like there's just normal stuff on the interstate, and it's also what we're seeing there on our live flow. So we'll keep you up to date throughout the morning and let you know if anything pops up and gets in your way. But so far as you head out the door, you got a decent ride in to look forward to. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, good deal, Don. Thank you very much. It's a good day to kind of roll the window down just a little bit, get that fresh air.
I know, I'll be doing that. And if you have a sunroof, pop that sucker back.
Enjoy it while it lasts, right? More WKYT this morning on your Thursday is on the way.
Another twist in the case of an Illinois police officer who staged his own suicide. That's what police are saying.
And the passenger caught on camera attacking an Uber driver is now talking about the case. Coming up.